Hi, welcome back. Consider this another Sephora video that is popping up in your feed right now because I know that they are coming in like hot fire. But I wanted to do a different layout this year. I wanted to talk about some things I have really enjoyed picking up at Sephora this year, and also some things that I haven't really enjoyed, just in case they might be on your list for the upcoming sale. I have a lot to go through. This will be slightly of a longer video, but you know me, I like to try to chop through things. I'll have timestamps on this one. So let's just go ahead and get into it. I want to go ahead and talk about some sets that I currently have. And the most important set, this is one that I link and talk about every single year. It's the Laura Mercier little Caviar Stick Set. They do one of these each year, and this is when I often will recommend that those of you who have been holding out on buying them singly, just go ahead and make the little splurge on the set. So there are 4 minis in here, which is pretty much equivalent to about 2 full-size sticks, but the bonus is you get to try a few more colors. Now, in the past, I haven't always been a fan of the color lineup. This year, I think the color lineup is pretty good. You have some of my favorites, Au Naturel and Intense Moonlight. I'm actually wearing Intense Moonlight on my eyes right now. Magnetic Pink and Rose Gold. So out of these 4, I would say my least favorite is Rose Gold, but a lot of people love that one for some reason. I feel like it just doesn't really show up well on me, but a lot of people love that one. Other than that, I think the lineup is really good for an everyday natural style look. I will go ahead and caution, I do think the shades, I think that they could have popped in one darker one in here because Au Naturel, if you are in the tan skin range and up, it's really gonna come off as like a light pastel skin tone on your eyes. I think Magnetic Pink and Intense Moonlight will show up fine. And then Rose Gold, that's another one that I kind of question getting into the darker skin tone range. So keep that in mind. Overall, the shades are really nice and dainty in that kind of fresh, everyday color palette. By the way, this Friday when the sale starts, I'm going to have a video up showing you all of my favorite caviar stick eye combinations. So this is a video that's been requested quite a bit throughout the years, and I think several of you all just wanted to see what like my go-to combinations were with a lot of my favorite caviar stick colors. So in that video, I'm still working on it. Like, it's taken me, especially with my eyes being really sensitive and red right now, I can kind of only do like 1 set a day, but I'm gonna try to have at least 6 different combinations and like shades featured in that video. So in regards to the single caviar sticks, if this little set here doesn't interest you, then look out for that video. I'll be showing you what some of just my full-size single combination favorites are. This is a set I got from NARS recently, and I actually purchased this on the NARS website, but I saw that Sephora had it on their website as well. And it's, I'm not really sure what the set is called. I think it's just the Afterglow lip balm set. It doesn't even have anything on it. It's got this mirror kind of packaging. Basically, this comes with 4 of the Afterglow lip balms. So you have a full size of the Orgasm Afterglow lip balm, which I've talked about on my channel before. It's just a nice kind of classic pink. And then you have 3 mini lip balms, and they come in these shades Fast Lane, Dolce Vita, and Laguna. And I think all of these are perfectly acceptable everyday wearable colors. I like the color range. These are meant to be really sheer, so I think that they are suitable for all skin tones. But the Dolce Vita shade is my personal favorite out of this collection. So if you wanted to try more colors in this Afterglow collection, this is definitely one to look into. Love this formula, really smooth, really easy to apply. Okay, I don't have the packaging for these anymore because I bought these probably about a month ago at this point, but when I saw them be released on this Sephora website, if I remember correctly, this set sold out maybe briefly last year, but it's the Fenty Gloss Balm Kit, and it's called the Holodaze Gloss Balm Kit this year. If you want to see lip swatches of these shades, I will link the Instagram video I did down below, and I show you what these look like on my lips. Overall, pretty sheer color palette going on here. I really loved the color lineup in this collection, and I think it's a perfect opportunity to try the Gloss Balm formula if you haven't. You have like a really nice soft clear champagne tone, really kind of just shows up as a clear on me. And then we have a nice soft, kind of like a corally pink. And then this one's my favorite. It's like this beigey gold. Oh, I don't know. It's just so luxurious when you look at it. Kind of like a bronze golden, but when you put it on, kind of has more of just like a nude beige undertone. And then this one is so pretty. It's just that classic fuchsia shade. When you put it on, it's a little bit more sheer than what it appears in here. But I really like this set, no complaints. Okay, this is a set I don't actually own, but I linked it in my last video because I just thought it was such a good deal. And for those of you who are fans of Charlotte Tilbury or you're fans of the Pillow Talk collection, this is such a fun, gorgeous set. It's definitely going in my cart, even though I already have 2 of the products in it. But basically it's a Pillow Talk lip collection set. So it has the original Pillow Talk lipstick, it has the collagen lip bath, and the jewel gloss. I think actually it has 2 jewel glosses, which I am unfamiliar with. I don't have any of the jewel glosses. And then also the Pillow Talk lip pencil. So the Pillow Talk lip pencil and Matte Revolution lipstick, these are kind of like staples in my everyday or my weekly lip routine. I love these 2 colors for, they go with anything. And so I linked this set in one of my previous videos, and I saw that a lot of you guys were interested in it too because a lot of people purchased it. So I wanted to bring this to your attention. It's $45, and I think the lipstick is a full size. Let me see here. Yeah, so the lipstick is full size, and then the other 3 products are minis, but her lip cheat lip pencils last me a really long time, and I would say the lip glosses would too, especially if you're someone that rotates. So just to bring this to your attention, don't have all of these products, but it's a good little deal. Good deal, not gonna lie. Okay, moving right along. Let's talk about a couple of newbie products for me that I have really been enjoying. And the first is something that I just wasn't sure. I wasn't sure if I was going to like it. I wasn't even going to purchase it for some time until I saw my friend Allie use it in a tutorial recently, and it looked so good on her. I was like, what the hell, let's just go for it. And it's the new NARS Soft Matte Complete Foundation. It's what I'm wearing right now. I am stunned, okay? Let me tell you, I am taken aback by this formula. I'm not surprised because NARS always shows out with their complexion products. I've always been a big fan just of NARS in general, but especially their complexion products. And as most of you know, I'm not a matte person, but this is just next level. Like, it's next level. I've never seen a matte foundation like this. It is so soft and natural and glorious on the skin. I don't know if it's because I have a lot more to cover right now on my face, a lot more redness, but it also lays on top of my texture really well. So I can really appreciate that about the formula. It's also not like a lot of matte formulas that tend to be thicker in texture. This is a thin, ultra liquidy texture. Reminds me so much of the NARS All Day Weightless Luminous Foundation. Do you guys remember that one that was really popular a few years ago? Except that one, for me, it just ended up looking a little too Cake City. This, it's like the natural, more like beautiful sister, okay, if we're being honest, of the All Day Luminous Weightless, whatever that one was. This one reminds me of that one because it's very thin in texture, but provides a lot of pigment. But it's just so soft and lovely. And I look at my skin, I've been wearing it for almost a week now. I look at my skin and I'm like, also really nice longevity. I'm not even wearing powder right now with this. Since it is a matte formula, I just find that it looks set when I put it on. I don't have any complaints about this. So if you've been eyeing this, you've been wondering, just know it's got my approval. I've been using the Biossance Squalane Oil as my moisturizer day and night. You can actually use this on your body, face, and hair. We love a good multi-purpose product. But I have been enjoying this so much because my skin is in this weird place where it's dry, it's patchy, but I can't use any ointments on it because that will make the dermatitis that I have worse. So this is an approved product that I can use on my skin, and it gives my skin that luxe like oil feel. If you have dry skin, you know what I'm talking about. That rich, luscious like oil feel, hydrated, and I can tell that it's not irritating my skin further because when I put it on, my skin feels really soothed. So I know that The Ordinary makes a squalane oil that is significantly cheaper than this one. I haven't tried it yet. Biossance was just like highly recommended, especially when you go to the Sephora website and you start looking at stuff that's suited more for sensitive skin. This is also a brand I've purchased for my mom in the past, and she's really enjoyed it. So I've only tried this one, but I have been obsessed, and I've been using it in my hair too, like it says. And then whatever I have left over on my hands from using on my face, I'll just like rub on my arms. I love it's simplified. I wash my face with my Cetaphil cleanser, put this on, and I'm done. Sticking with NARS, you know my love for their multiples. Well, I picked up a new shade recently, which is Riviera. It's a mid-tone pink, very similar to Orgasm. It doesn't have the golden, like as much golden glitter in it as Orgasm has, and it's just a hint more pink. So if you want that kind of Orgasm look, but you've always felt like it's a little bit too light for your skin tone, this one's a really good option. I also own, I think almost all of the multi-sticks or the multiples. I have Riviera, G-Spot, Nepali Coast, South Beach, and Copacabana. So I'm a fan. Of course, I always talk about the e.l.f. multi-sticks being really good dupes for these. So if you still feel like you don't want to shell out the money even during the sale, check out those. If you do, I just don't think you will regret it because these are so gorgeous. I mean, they just lay on top of foundation beautifully, and I've always been such a fan of these. This next brand is one that you're gonna want to look into if you are a lip balm, lip mask addict like me, because they always show out for the holidays. I always love their holiday collections. And it's the Laneige, in particular, the Laneige Glowy lip balms. Now, they have a couple of sets on Sephora right now, which I'll list down below, that contain their lip mask. I actually haven't even tried that yet. I bought the lip mask set last year for my mom and one of my friends, and they really enjoyed those products. But I just feel you can never go wrong with the lip glowy balm. These are just delightful. I have them in most colors. They came out with a new one. It's like gummy drop, gum drop. It's the purple tube. I really want to try it, but I'm refraining because they just last so long. I have one that I keep in my car. It's the pear. It's just clear. That I literally apply every single time I get into the car, and I feel like I haven't even put a dent in it. So they smell really nice. They are like a hybrid between a gloss and a lip balm, and I've just been over the moon with the formula since I've tried them. So what I'm trying to say is look into Laneige if you haven't. I'll list some of the really cool sets that they have down below. My most impressive powder this year that I have purchased from Sephora is the RMS Tinted Unpowder. I have yet to find a powder that is this blurring and this good, and it just such a great multi-purpose powder. I feel like it can work for dry skin, it can work for combination, it can work for oily, just depending on how you use it. Since I am on the drier side, I tend to just use it my T-zone, but it's so incredibly blurring, and I love that for my texture going on. And yeah, this is one that I always recommend also for mature skin. It has this soft blurring effect that I'm really impressed with. Also, something that I use almost daily, and I feel like I've not put a dent in it. I use the shade 01, which I think is the lightest color. There might be one underneath it, but it has a little bit of tint to it, just a slight tint. And that's what I really like about it. It's not translucent, so it doesn't turn my skin white, but it's not so dark that I can't use it all over my face. It's a lovely, lovely powder. These are like my prized Charlotte Tilbury possessions. They are definitely in like my top 5 favorite Charlotte Tilbury products. Number 1 definitely being the contour wand. This is the Hollywood contour wand. I use fair to medium. It's just such a lovely, elegant product. I cannot say enough good things about it. I have been using it for years. It is the easiest liquid cream bronzer one could ever apply. Like, you cannot mess this product up. Now, these are a tiny bit controversial because a lot of people have a problem with the amount of product that comes in them. I will say, when you get this product in, you're gonna feel like there's nothing in it. It literally feels like there's air inside of it. But I have been using this particular one for months and months and months, and it seems like it's out, but it's like a product that never runs out. Also, it has like these sponge tip applicators. If you do not close them, you risk squishing them and losing a lot of product in the cap. So they are a little tedious. You do have to be kind of careful with them, but they are so lovely. And the other product I'm referring to is the Glow Wand. I have the original one, and this is the, it's a beauty light wand, but it's also considered a blush, and it's in the shade Peachgasm. They also have, I think it's just the regular Orgasm shade, or Pinkgasm. I think it's called Pinkgasm. That one's in my basket because I remember I bought this one during the sale last year, and I wanted both, but I refrained. And now I'm just gonna go ahead and get Pinkgasm because I like this one so much. This is what I'm wearing on top of the NARS Multiple today. Lovely, soft, luminous highlight. You got a little bit of a peach tone in here. If you're really fair, you could wear this as a blush. If you are going into that medium tan and above range, this is gonna show up as more of like a highlighter on you. But I love these. I love these so much. If you like a really intense glowy highlighter, I would recommend getting the original Beauty Light wand. But overall, I'm down. I'm down to ride with these forever. And I know it pisses people off about like how much product you get in here, but they do last longer than what they seem they will. Okay, it's time to break my silence on the Dyson Airwrap. And I know you saw it in the thumbnail and you've been waiting for my opinion. I have not spoken publicly about this product since I purchased it. And I purchased it back in February. That's how long I have had the Airwrap. So I hate to say that this now brings me into some of my Sephora regrets that I have purchased this year. Believe me when I say I have tried every possible way to justify this product. I purchased the complete set, so I literally have all of the attachments. And let me just tell you how basically I have to do my hair now because I got rid of my Revlon. I had the Revlon, which of course people were calling that kind of a dupe for the Dyson if you use this round brush attachment. I had that one. Wonderful blowout, no problems. It was like 50 bucks. I get the Airwrap in and I'm thinking this bitch is gonna change my life. Not so much. I know this has to be on several of y'all's, sell lists. This is something that is a significant price. You can get a pretty good discount if you are, VIB Rouge. So I want to break this down and tell you why it hasn't justified itself for me. So the first is this guy right here, the round brush attachment. I don't know if I hate the attachment more or the way the air flows through the attachment. So when I use this and I try to give myself a nice blowout, my hair, from the way the air distributes through the funnel, my hair just flies out. I cannot get my hair to stay in this damn brush. And so a part of me is like, is it the brush or is it the way that the air comes out? And personally, I think it's the way that the air comes out. I don't think the brush is that great. Like, I think this is a cheap brush that I would never purchase in store. But I think if the air came out a different way, it would be a little bit more successful in giving me a blowout. I showed on Instagram what my hair looked like compared to the Revlon and then the Dyson on the other side. My hair always looks like it's just frizzy. It doesn't give me a smooth blowout. So that's what I look for when I dry my hair. I generally use a round brush. And I just want a nice smooth blowout. This cannot give me that. There's no way. It frizzes my hair flies out of it, even on the lowest setting. So for that reason, I was really unimpressed with this attachment. And so then I started playing around with the other ones. The smoothing brush, that is probably the best one out of the lineup, in my opinion. I do still have to hold my hair in place to ensure that it doesn't fly out. But it can give me a sleeker blowout. But the problem is sometimes I want volume. I don't just want my hair to be like flat. So that pretty much just like gives me a straight flat type of look. The curlers, I'm just going to say this right here and now. You will never use them. You will literally never use them. They look so fun and intriguing when you see the Dyson videos, but you ain't gonna use them. I'm just gonna tell you, it takes 100 years to curl the hair, and then it's not really like the type of curls that people are going for nowadays. It's almost like the old school ringlet curls that you get, and I also just end up looking like, I don't know, like 80s Barbara that just left the salon. There's just too much like fluff going on with the curlers, both sizes. So yeah, for me, I actually gave my Revlon to my mom, and I'm like, kind of wish I had that back in my life. I will say I've heard the Amika one is really good, and Sephora does have a set that you can get, the Amika blow dryer, or it's like the round brush blow dryer with a few of their products. I'll link that down below because I'm actually kind of considering getting it. But if you just were curious about my personal experience with the Dyson, basically the way that I use it is I just take the regular dryer attachment, and then I have to take my own round brush, and I use this as a regular blow dryer. Like, that's the only way I ever use it. On second day hair, I will use this attachment to give myself like some volume. So on second day hair, everything's pretty much already shaped. You're good to go. So I will take this sometimes just to like smooth out and give myself some volume. But honey, that ain't justifying the price of it, okay? That's all I'm saying. I think you'd be much better off with just the Dyson blow dryer, with the Amika or the Revlon round brush, or just using what you have at home, because it's so much quicker for me to just blow dry my hair with a round brush and then take my curling iron if I want curls, put a quick few curls in it, compared to the air wrap where you have to use the cool setting to set your curl into place. To even get a curl in the first place, you have to use it on like semi-damp hair. So if you have hair like me that's not perfectly straight, it's gonna end up being a little frizzy in the end. It's just, I've said my piece with it. That's my thoughts. I get asked about this product frequently. I don't think people are aware that I have used it in a video, but I literally haven't used it on camera since. And there's a reason for that. I just don't like it, and I don't get it. It's the Ilia Super Serum Skin Tint. This, first of all, smells weird. I cannot get over the smell of this product, and no, it's not because I'm pregnant. I had this product before I was pregnant, and when I put it on, it just almost was like this moldy, like mildew, rancid. Not a good smell for me. And now, like, smelling it, I'm just like, no, absolutely not. So the smell was a big problem for me. Secondly, you guys know I'm all into a good dew. I'm all into, like I said, I use ointments on my face prior to having perioral dermatitis. And I'm used to that feeling. I actually like that feeling, but not necessarily in my makeup. And this just feels greasy. It feels like a greasy oil balm on my skin. I don't get it. I really don't understand the look and just the overall vibe that they were going for with this product, because for me, it is just, it's not even like putting oil on my skin. Like if it felt like this squalane oil, I may not have as big of a problem with it, but it's almost like this weird thick texture. It's too thick. I find it to be really hard to blend out, and then my hands just smell terrible afterwards. I feel like my face smells terrible. It's a hot mess. That's the only way I can describe it. I just was not a fan of it, would not recommend it. Instead, I would recommend the Kosas tinted face oil. This was a highly unimpressive product for me from the Rare Beauty launch, and it's just the concealer. I felt like this made my eyes double like Crepe City. I actually thought it was the foundation at first. When I first purchased the foundation and the concealer, I was using them together, and I thought, oh wow, the under eye area is not looking too hot with this combination. So then I stopped using the concealer, and it like the look was improved by 1,000. So that really indicated to me that the concealer was kind of the culprit. It's just not my jam as far as concealers go. It is on the thicker side, and I just didn't feel like it did much for me, to be honest with you. It definitely creped. It was definitely like a crepey formula for my under eye area. Now to holler back at Kosas, I have a couple of their products in here. These were their 10-second eyeshadows. Just know I didn't understand. I mean, I understood them. I understand Kosas as a brand. They're a very sheer, fast, quick, minimal brand. But these, what was so unimpressive to me with these were actually the colors, like the way that they looked on the eyes. I'd be okay with the formula. It's a very thin, like watery, quick application product. I'd be okay with that, but I just didn't find the colors to be very complimentary, very pretty. They just kind of were there on the eyes, and it just looked like something I had slapped on. So yeah, these were a no-go for me. I used both shades in videos, and if I remember correctly, I liked one over the other. I think I may have liked the golden one a little bit better than the purple one. But yeah, just not a fan. Didn't work. Wouldn't go back for them. This is a preference thing. So I'm just going to go ahead and tell you that this is for my particular lash type, and it's a mascara. So for my lashes, what works best is something like the new NARS Climax Extreme Mascara, a traditional haired brush, round, kind of fat, volumizing style brush, and also a dry to semi-dry formula. So I was excited when I saw this was a drier mascara formula, but then when I saw the brush, I was just like, it's gonna be a no-go for me. And it's the Pillow Talk Push Up Lash Mascara from Charlotte. This formula, super dry. Like when you pull it out, you're like, this is dry. But the brush is kind of my arch nemesis when it comes to mascaras. It's a rubber bristle brush. It's very skinny, and the combs are really short. So for me, that's just a big indicator that it's not going to be the best for my lashes because they're really sparse, and I just find that natural hair bristles and volumizing formulas work better for me. So yeah, this is definitely going to be a preference thing. If you feel like you have similar lashes to me, you feel like you resonate with that, you feel like you like the style mascara that I do, definitely this one, it ain't gonna be it. Okay, I am out of breath. I'm tired of listening to myself. These were just top contenders for me at the moment. Let me know what some things are that are on your list for this sale, especially holiday stuff. I feel like I can never get through the holiday list when it comes to makeup because there's just so much stuff rolling out. So definitely let me know what is on your list. I hope you enjoyed this. Timestamps will be down below. And thank you for making it this far. I will see you in my next video. Bye.